Good morning, traders. I'm Michael Sabo, Senior Commodities Broker here with RJO Futures on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, November 21st, with some commentary here in the energy market. So let's get started. What do we have going on here today? Well, we do have crude prices here slightly firmer here this morning. That January crude oil contract right now, we're trading around about 87.40. We're up roughly almost $1 here this morning. We hit highs here of 87.89. Let's talk for a minute here about yesterday's price action there and check out yesterday's posts. Crude prices were a bit weaker here in the morning. We continued to see those crude prices coming under some pretty good pressure. We actually went down to a low yesterday of 86.17. So went a little bit further than the areas that I was looking for. I thought we could probably come in that 87 to 87.5 area. I mentioned that in yesterday's post. We did come down and trade through that here, as was kind of a bit of a risk-off type of attitude there in the energy market. And this morning here, we're seeing a nice upswing here right now. We've got an inside day, meaning that today's range so far is trading entirely inside yesterday's trading range here. So we're going to watch and see how these crude prices here develop here. Brent firmer also up about $1 here, trading around 110.80. Complex here, nat gas a touch weaker, around 382.40, so that's off just a little bit. Complex though quite a bit firmer here. RBOB around 274.65, that's up about 3.5 cents, and the heat's up about 3 cents at around 306.84. So what's really kind of moving prices here today? Well, kind of a combination of things. I think yesterday's big sell-off in the oil, I think, was once again exaggerated here a little bit. So we're seeing, short-term indicators, that kind of turned back here, suggesting that it could be the potential to see a little bit of a bounce out of that market, and I think that's what you've got going on. But, in addition to that, things developing overnight, as we closely monitor the things happening over in the Gaza Strip here, and this idea of a possible ceasefire, and then we saw a bus bombing yesterday in Tel Aviv. So I think what you've got is, that's weighing a little bit on traders' mind, although it's done nothing to affect the supply side of oil. It's the thought process that if this continues to escalate and really develop into something a little bit more widespread in that region, that it could possibly do that. So I think right now, I wowould watch that situation closely, but I don't think I would really base my trading decisions yet off of what's going on there. While it's a tragedy in and of itself, but I don't think you're going to see it really significantly affecting the price of oil in any one direction there right now, but still something to watch. Taking a look at the equities market, we've seen a firmer tone there, but it's kind of quiet. I think you've got consolidation going on there. Dollar pretty much quiet, a little bit firmer tone this morning, but basically pretty quiet there. We could see, things, because it is, we're going into holiday mode here. We could see the volume here kind of even slow down here a little bit later today, and could produce here for, a quiet market. Now, we do have the data coming out here, inventory data coming out here just a little bit later this morning. As I mentioned before, they're looking for about a build of 1 million barrels. That's kind of been the reoccurring theme here. So do pay attention to that number. That has the potential to really influence, the price action here for the remainder of the day. Give me a call. You want to get put on that distribution list, or you want to talk about some ideas and some strategies and how we can play this market. I'd be more than happy to share with you some different ideas. I've got some option strategies as well as some future strategies, and we could talk about some of the risk management associated with both of those positions. Of course, keep in mind that the risk of loss in futures trading can be substantial, may not be suitable for all traders. Good luck and good trading.